Okay, so I got the car on the ground. Now we'll be refilling the system. I will be using some radiator flush and cleaner just because I don't know what the previous owner did to maintain the car. I heard that the system takes about 10 quarts of water. Okay, so before we start pouring in the fluids, we will first open the bleeder valve, which is an 8mm. Okay, so I took the bleeder valve out, and now we will start filling the system up. Okay, here I got some water. I will be adding it to the reservoir. As I said, it takes about 10 quarts, but I will confirm it once I get closer to filling the system up. Okay, so I added about 9 quarts of water to the system, and I have water coming out from the bleeder valve. So I'm pretty sure the system is pretty close to being full. So at this point, I will go and start the car. Okay, so I'll be starting the car. Make sure to turn the heat on high. I will turn the fan on, but just to make sure it's all good. And now you start the car. Okay, so I got the car started. There's some steam coming up from the water that drained onto the exhaust. Water in the reservoir isn't going anywhere. I'm gonna open up the bleeder valve and see what comes out. Okay, I'm getting water, so I'm gonna keep adding water to the reservoir and try to get all the air out of it. Okay, so the water is just standing where it is. The bleeder valve, water's coming out of the bleeder valve, no air. So what we're gonna do now is just wait for the car to heat up and just watch after the water, make sure the water doesn't go down, and every once in a while loosen the bleeder valve to see what comes out. Okay, the car is almost at operating temperature. I will go and check the hoses and see what's happening. Okay, so this hose is warm, and this one, both of these hoses are warm, which is a good sign. That means the thermostat is working properly and the water is flowing through the system. If we only had one hose that was hot, if this hose was hot, this hose is cold, that means the thermostat's not working right. Okay, I'm checking on the bleeder valve.